Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. So today we're going to be doing a very special video because this is another collaboration with the lovely Lindsay of White Rose Guidance. So some of you probably watch her channel and some of you may not have heard of her, but today we're doing a collaboration to showcase what both of us do on our channels. So this video is going to be things to look forward to in 2022, and I just thought that this would be a really fun topic because obviously we both have our own separate 2022 prediction videos, but I thought this would be a nice one to kind of start the new year with some positivity and some excitement and some things to look forward to. So the way that these collaborations work, if you've never seen one of our collaboration videos before, is that you choose a pile in my video or Lindsay's video, and then you go to the other video and you can either choose the same pile if you want to do some consistency there, or you can just choose whichever one you're intuitively drawn towards in the second person's video, and then sort of compare them and see how they both resonate. A lot of the time in our previous collaboration videos, the messages have been very, very similar for people who've chosen piles in both readings, so it's extremely interesting for us as readers to hear about that. So that's what we're doing today. So as you can see, I've got these really cute little winter dollies on the piles today. And that's what we're going to be choosing from. But as always, before we get into the piles, I want to say a big thank you to all of my lovely subscribers and to all of my lovely patrons as well, including Alexandra, Joan, Kelly, Mia, Nicole, and Cara. Thank you so much to each of you for all of your support. And I am going to be linking Lindsay's video in the description box and also in the comment that I post in the comment section as well, so you can go ahead and watch her video as well to compare them. And I'm really excited to be doing this. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for agreeing to do another collaboration. They're a lot of fun for both of us, and I'm sure they're fun for you as well. So let's take a look at the piles that we have today. So of course we're asking, what can I look forward to in 2022? So that's the question you should be asking yourself or thinking about as you look at the piles. So we're going to choose a winter Dolly today. So on pile 1 we have a blue Dolly and Tarot of the Divine. I'm doing 4 piles today. I normally do 3, but I wanted to match Lindsay's number in case anyone wanted to pick across the 2 videos by number. So I'm doing 4 today. I usually only do 4 piles when I do my elemental readings, messages from the elementals, because then there's 4 elements to choose from. So pile 2, we've got this lovely purple Dolly and the Tarot in Wonderland. Pile 3, we've got this red Dolly and Tarot of the Gnomes. And for pile 4, we have a white Dolly and the Sun and Moon Tarot. So whichever pile or piles you're feeling most drawn towards with your intuition is going to be the most accurate reading for you. Don't just choose the Dolly that you think is the cutest or the deck that you prefer. Choose the one that you're feeling drawn towards intuitively. Go back to the start of the video if you need more time, or pause the video if you want to just look at the piles again. And when you're ready, when you've chosen, I will get started with pile number 1. Hey there, group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the cute blue Dolly and the Tarot of the Divine, this is going to be a reading. We'll just put her down there so we can still see her. So we're going to see what we're going to look forward to in 2022. So positive things, things we can get excited about, maybe happy changes, or if we hear about some things that maybe seem negative, it'll be because those things are leaving our life, or those things are transforming, or we're no longer having to worry about those things in the upcoming year. So because this is a because this is a collaboration video, I'm assuming that quite a few of you might be first-time viewers of this channel. So let me just say how we do things in this channel. We do lots of cards. I like to get lots of cards from different decks, and then we do charms and dice as well. Once we've got all the cards, we put those on top. So it's like a multi-layered reading. There's lots of different mediums that we use. So make sure you stick around to get your full reading. And I would love it if you could subscribe as well if you enjoy this reading, or if you want to see more of my videos. That means that you get notified whenever I post a new video, so you never miss out, and it also helps my channel as well. So group 1. Okay, so we've got your tarot. So we have got Strength as your first card. That's Leo's energy there. We've got Death, so 2 major arcana cards coming out to open up the reading. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. And we have got the Lovers. Wow, so you've got 3 major arcana cards. That's incredible. So lots and lots of zodiac signs coming out. Maybe quite a few of you are going to choose this pile. So Strength gives us Leo's energy. Death gives us Scorpio's energy. The Knight of Pentacles gives us Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And the Lovers brings us Gemini. Okay, so obviously if we start with the Lovers, that suggests that there's going to be some positive forward movement in your love life in 2022. So it could be that you meet a partner, or if you're already in a relationship, that relationship could improve or deepen. For example, you might be dating now, but in the coming months in 2022, you might end up in a more committed partnership. As I said, if you're looking for love, you could meet someone or just feel more hopeful about love in general. Sometimes it's easy when you've been looking for love for a long time to become disillusioned with that, or if you've had a recent heartbreak. This is sort of coming to terms with it and feeling happier with the idea of love and allowing love into your life in various forms. Strength brings about healing and improved confidence as well. I really like the Strength card for that reason. So there's a greater sense of grounding and courage and confidence within yourself in 2022. And with Death, I feel like this is telling us that you'll be leaving behind some things which no longer serve you, some things which you've outgrown or which have become limiting or restrictive in your life. So Death tells us that there are going to be some things falling away in 2022, but it should be like a lifting of a burden. It should be a relief rather than something that you're sort of desperately trying to cling on to. It's like getting rid of something that has been a millstone around your neck for quite some time, or which has been holding you back. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this is partly to do with the improvement in health that we saw, because this is a healing card as well, but it's also very positive for your finances and your career, and also just for your personal goals in general. The Knight of Pentacles brings a lot of positivity in terms of personal goals and what you're achieving in your life, so you'll be able to see some progress in your day-to-day experience. So let's get your oracle cards. I always like to open up with a few tarot cards and then we move on to a more in-depth reading with the oracle cards. So we'll start out with a message from the ancestors, I think, or your passed over loved ones. So this could be quite a personal message if there's someone you're hoping to hear from in spirit, or it could just be from your ancestors that you may not have met in this lifetime. They may be very far back, or they may even be past life ancestors. Let's see what they want to say to you in 2022. Okay, that was very quick. So, oh wow, explore new ventures, move forward with confidence. We are with you. Number 1, so there could be the possibility of travel in your life in 2022. I know that's a lot of people have put that on hold for quite some time, so that might be very exciting for some of you, the opportunity for travel or adventures or a holiday, maybe even going to visit friends and relatives in another place and trying something new. Obviously this is not just about travel, but it's also about trying new things, new food, new skills, new opportunities. You know, you might be wanting to finally enroll in that class that you've always been wanting to learn, and you finally got time, or you finally got the confidence to do that for yourself. So that's a really nice card. I like that it's the number 1 as well, because that gives us the energy of new beginnings and of excitement and potential. Then we've got number 42, gentle moderation. Take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you are trying to accomplish. So this is nice given that you've got the Knight of Pentacles, because this says that you don't have to rush when it comes to achieving your goals or going for your goals. It's just a gentle progress with the Knight of Pentacles. It's not that we are seeing rapid development. That would be more like an 8 of Wands or even Knight of Wands kind of vibe, or Queen of Wands. It's more like I'm going at my own pace, and I'm able to see now that I'm further along than I was in this month or last week. Like I'm able to see the progress, but it's not so rapid that it's overwhelming or bewildering or difficult to deal with. There's plenty of time to adjust. Okay, quite a few cards from this deck. So we have got Milestone, It's coming out in the reverse, the Six of Events. In fact, they've all come out in the reverse. Let's take them all. Intuition and manifestation, the Three of Spirit, and letting go, the Three of Energy. So 2 3s and a 6 coming out there. So interesting that we've got letting go, because that was literally the death message. And obviously with letting go in the reverse, it's like something that has been not willing to die, something that's been taking a while to actually get rid of or to leave your life entirely. So it might be something that as you start the year is still clinging on. You know, maybe there's a relationship you're trying to disentangle yourself from, and that person is like kicking and screaming as they leave your life. Or maybe it's a habit that you're trying hard to break and you can't quite kick it. You know, it takes you a few goes, or it takes you an attempt at sort of phasing it out rather than a full clean break. And that's completely fine. Intuition and manifestation is improved in 2022. And the milestone message is interesting. It's like, I feel like this is connected to explore new ventures, like you giving something new a go. And with it in the reverse, I'm almost feeling like it's like a part of your life is ending, and 2022 brings about a really new movement forward. The way I'm seeing this, group 1, is that you are maybe finishing your education or something, or you're moving to a different part of the country or a new place, or you're getting married, or like it's a really big shift away from what you've been living previously. And so there will be a little bit of sentimentality of like, oh, you know, that's my university days finished, and I'm probably not going to go back to that, or if I do, it'll be very different, or it'll be, you know, after a long time. Or it's like, oh, this is the end of my sort of single non-married life, and you know, that can bring about some trepidation, or it can bring about some fear. So I feel an excitement to move forward, but there's also like a feeling of, oh my goodness, this is like such a big shift. What do I do? Intuition and manifestation in the reverse is telling me that you've been struggling to manifest. Maybe as you move into the new year, there's been a sense of, I've not been manifesting what I wanted. And that's about to turn around. In 2022, your ability to bring about what you need into your life is increased. Let's get you a message from the masculine. Wow, okay. In the pre-shuffle, that just jumped out. So, whoa, Hades, death. Yes, Hades, also known as Pluto in the Roman tradition, god of death in the underworld. So there is so much here about letting go and basically making your peace with the fact that you're letting go. Group 1, because I do feel it's a positive shift. I'm really not feeling as though you're letting go of something that you should be holding on to, or that you're letting go of something that still holds some benefit for you. It just feels like this is a part of my life that I'm done with now. This relationship can't be brought forward into my future, or I don't want to work here anymore, or I'm leaving my hometown and I'm going out and forging, you know, my destiny elsewhere. And it's scary. There is that fear of the unknown and fear of change, but you're also like, it's your choice to leave it behind. You want to move on. You want to get ahead with making your fortune. So let's get you a message from the feminine as well. That was your message from the masculine. Whoa, oh yeah, expression. It's so interesting that you've got an oh yeah, because she is the Orisha of change and death and rebirth and transformation. So she goes perfectly with Hades or Pluto. So oh yeah is the Orisha of storms. And obviously storms are very destructive. They bring about a lot of change in our lives, but they break down what is weak or what is already dying or what is stagnant, and they clear the soil, or they clear the space for new things to be built. And that's exactly what Oya is doing. And as well as being the goddess of change and transformation, which obviously can be scary because it can be quite sudden or quite dramatic, she's also the goddess who holds our hand through those transitional periods. So she doesn't just come in and like a whirlwind destroy everything and then leave. Like she does all of that change for us, but then she's there to hold our hands to guide us to the next step. She's like, come on, let's go. This is not, you know, any serving for you anymore. We're gonna move on now, and I'm gonna take you somewhere better. I'm gonna take you somewhere nice. It's just has anyone seen the music video to Outcast Roses, where towards the end where everyone's fighting and there's a massive brawl going on in the school theatre? Someone just comes up to Caroline and goes, take one final look at the past. And we're out. That's like the vibe I'm getting. It's like you're turning around and you're going, okay, this has served me. This is sentimental. I'm looking at this, you know, there's some sadness at leaving it behind, but come on. Like, I'm not staying here. It's untenable now, or it's not giving me enough room for growth. I need to move on to somewhere bigger and better, and I'll always hold this fondly in my heart, but it's time to leave. So then we have got listen to your heart. So don't discount your emotions, don't discount your feelings, they're very important. And love, yes, so love is very positively aspected in 2022. You're either finding love or you're deepening your connection to love, deepening your commitment maybe in your relationship. Divine Disguise, number 23. Wow, that's a beautiful card because that means that a blessing in disguise is going to be happening in 2022. So something that you kind of feel at the time is not what you want, or is not working out in the way that you wanted, actually makes it work out in the better way. Or something that you think is a negative thing actually turns out to be a positive thing. It's that sort of message. But I should just read you the guidebook entry, the little introduction bit. It's an Alana Fairchild deck, so I always like to read the introduction to her guidebook entries for each card. So it says, some blessings are obvious, the door that opens, the person who says yes, and the instant success of an idea, but not all blessings are instantly recognizable. Some blessings are so veiled that at first you might consider them to be an unwanted development. A concealed blessing is either already at work in your life or on its way. Don't worry if you feel like things aren't working out as they should. Soon enough, the disguise will be dropped and the blessing unmasked in all its beauty. It's a really nice message to have when you're doubting yourself or doubting the course of what's happening. So we have vänskap, play dina relationer, and that means friendship, enjoy your relationships. So it's not just love in terms of romantic love, but also love in terms of deepening your friendships or making new friends potentially. And I find that really nice. Love the colors of that card. We have got number 27, Großzügigkeit, generosity. And number 52, der Götze der Kreuzigung, the idol of martyrdom, basically, the idol of crucifixion. So Großzügigkeit, generosity, you may be enjoying being generous with others or people showing generosity and kindness towards you. The idol of martyrdom or the idol of crucifixion shows that you are moving away from the martyr mindset of feeling that you always have to sacrifice your needs in order to make others happy. And also potentially that you're moving away from someone who is a martyr, someone who behaves in that way and engages in those kinds of behaviors where they make you feel bad for, you know, some perceived slight that you have inflicted upon them. So there's a conscious shift away from people with those kinds of mindsets or behaviors. We have number 32, shark, action. So it is an action-packed year, and I did really feel that. I feel as though this is a very, sorry, I just bumped Gjord there. Sorry, Gjord. I feel like this is a very major year for you. It feels as though you're making a lot of changes, a lot of big decisions. And obviously that can be frightening, but it's also in many ways liberating, and it's very exciting. Alles ist in allem, nichts steht für sich allein, und alles ist in Entwicklung. So this says everything is in everything, nothing stands by itself, and everything is in development. So it's connecting to the universe and higher consciousness, and recognizing that we're not separate from one another, and that you are not separate from anything that happens or anything that exists in the universe. And that is a very good mindset to get into to help you with manifestation. That's possibly why your manifestation is improving, but also it's a very good mindset to get into to help you with change as well, to help you with transitional experiences. So here we have last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. So don't discount your feelings. You know, as we said before, listen to your heart. It's not wrong to feel sad about moving on from something, and that doesn't mean that you've made the wrong choice. It's just a natural reaction to change and to leaving something behind. Yes, there we go. We've got the sad little snowman looking in at the warm, cozy Christmas scene, and it looks very sort of childhood like, doesn't it? It feels like this is you maybe looking back with nostalgia on the past, but equally recognizing that you can't go back to that. That's not open to you anymore, you know. So for example, you might be moving away from your hometown and feeling like you're missing out on everything that everyone is doing, like your friends or your family. You feel like you're missing out on their gatherings and things, but actually you're going to make new friends and you're going to put down new roots. And dwelling on the past like that and feeling isolated, it's very Five of Pentacles, this card, isn't it? Feeling left out in the cold is just really unhelpful for you. So try not to dwell on those thoughts and feelings. Oh. Okay, we have Pojďom so mnou. Come with me, the Nine of Diamonds, and Potičeniu, going with the flow, the Seven of Crosses. Okay, so going with the flow makes sense, not pushing yourself to do too much, especially if your feelings are quite sensitive or vulnerable, you know, as we mentioned, with gentle moderation and going according to your feelings in your heart. And also with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, it's not about rushing, it's taking things according to your own pace. Come with me is like being drawn down a certain path and knowing that it's the right path for you to take. It's leading you towards a new place and a new destiny. And your final card is Seber odvahu ke změně. Oh my goodness. Okay, that says gather courage for change. So basically don't be afraid of change. Gather the courage and confidence now to face it bravely. So that's incredible. We're going to move on to your charms and dice now. I love how that's all sort of worked in well together. So let's do your charms. Here they are. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So we have got the passport. So there's definitely the opportunity to travel for a lot of you, whether that's within your country or to a different place. And that could also indicate moving rather than just traveling for a holiday or traveling maybe for business reasons. We've got the Christmas tree. So winter time is important. That's actually landing on letting go. So that maybe when you let go of something, maybe a person or an idea, it might happen in the winter time. We've got the haunted house. Yes, so that represents something that you can't seem to get rid of from your mind or from your life. So it can be memories, if we go back to this card, or it can be a person that keeps showing up and you don't want them to. It can be thoughts that are unhelpful that you can't seem to get rid of, all those sorts of things. And that's landing on Hades. So he's showing you that we are going to be able to get rid of those and shift those energies in the new year. Okay, worry and anxiety showing up there, and it's landing on the Venscape friendship card. So it's possible that you maybe are worried that you're not going to make new friends in your new location or in your new chapter of life, or maybe that you just aren't going to make friends generally, or you're worried about losing your friends in the upcoming year. We have got the Six of Wands charm. Hallelujah, victory. Yes, achieving what you want and being proud about it and being happy, feeling in control of your life and your destiny. We've also got the rose, which is a symbol of true love. So love is definitely very important for you in 2022. We've got the starfish, a healing symbol. The octopus, having lots of things to do, lots of priorities or lots of responsibilities. The Ace of Swords, clarity, decisiveness. Tea time, little teapot, that's all about socializing. So there's definitely lots of opportunities to socialize and to meet people or to get back into the swing of things with your social circle in 2022. You've got good luck there, the upturned horseshoe. You've got this feeling of entrapment with the spider's web, feeling of being limited or stuck or stagnant, and it's landing on shark action. So it's definitely you breaking out of this feeling of being in a situation that is no longer serving you or is holding you back in some way. The owl is a symbol of your inner wisdom and the need to listen to that and respect that, which we've got multiple times in your reading. We've got the two hearts intertwined. And the big key, new beginnings, solutions to problems, the keys to a new house, for example, or even the keys to a new life. Like literally, I feel like this is a very significant year for you, Group 1, and that you're making a lot of very dramatic changes in your life. So let's do your dice now as well to finish up your reading. So we're rolling the first set of dice. Those are the fantasy dice. Let me just get those. These ones. Okay, that's a 1, so I'm going to roll again. If I get a 0 or a 1, I usually roll again. Okay, so we're going to roll 6 of those dice for you. Okay, so we've got the two people who are sort of cozying up to each other. So there's that friendliness again and that support from friends and people you care about. We've got the little ogre or troll dice and he looks friendly. So this always makes me think of an unlikely friend or someone that you would maybe normally have discounted at first sight, and then you decide when you get to know them that actually they're a great person. So appearances can be deceptive or first impressions aren't always correct in 2022. We've got the little cottage. So definitely a lot of you are moving to a new home. This is also a sense of sort of your home being your sanctuary and you choosing to be cozy in your home a lot in the new year. We've got the mirror, self-reflection, knowing yourself, self-understanding. Poseidon or Neptune or Triton is showing up here. Any sort of sea deity is showing up with this dice. This means that this deity is around you and helping you out at this time. They're acting as a patron deity. Obviously, this can also refer to Neptune in your birth chart. So Neptune is the very imaginative planet, the planet of our dreams and our imagination and our subconscious. So that's a very big thing in 2022. And then we've got the little fool dice, and this is so nice because it reminds me not only of the Fool but also of other characters like Hans im Glück and Dick Whittington and Jack and the Beanstalk, who sort of go out and make their fortune. And I was literally thinking of that at some point in the reading. I was like, oh, you're going out and you're making your destiny or you're making your fortune, and that's what it feels like in this year. It's like a new beginning for you. You're going out and you're getting what you need and you're making your fortune, or you're seeking something in 2022 that is like your big break, or it's your foundation in life as you're about to move forward into more independence or into maybe greater prosperity and abundance. So that's what I'm seeing for you in your reading today, Group 1. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. Head over to White Rose Guidance, Lindsay's channel. As I said, the link is in the comments section and the description box to see if you get the same messages with her or anything similar that resonates. And please do like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. That really helps me out as a channel, and it just shows your appreciation as well. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, whether it resonated with you. I would love to hear from you. And please do check out my comment in the comments section and my description box for all of the links that I post in there if you're interested in the work that I do and would like to get more involved. So you can head over to my Etsy page to book a private reading or a healing session or get information about your guardian angel from me. I offer other services over there that might be of interest to you as well. I would love it if you would head over to Patreon and consider becoming a patron on my Patreon page. You get access to exclusive content over there, like extra picker cards and giveaways and healing sessions and things in return for supporting the channel on a more regular basis. If you would like to get a new deck for the channel or get me a Christmas or birthday gift, I've got a birthday coming up in January, then head over to my wish lists. I have one on Amazon and one on mywishlist.com. They're both linked down below, and that's where you can send new decks or new dice to the channel. I've also got a PayPal link for tips and donations, which support me in the work that I do and help me to keep making these videos. And of course, if you would like to get 10% off crystal jewelry, head over to Modern Day Manifestations, use the discount code Violet, but use the link in the description or the comments section to ensure that that code is going to be validated when you head over to the site. They're very kindly giving us 10% off over at Violet Stream Tarot for your first order, and they offer free worldwide shipping as well. So definitely head over there and check that out. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I post daily oracle cards over there if that interests you. So all linked down below. Thank you so much for being here with me. As I said before, have a wonderful, wonderful 2022 and a lovely rest of your day. And I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hi there, Group 2. Welcome to your reading if you chose the cute purple Dolly and the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, or the Tarot in Wonderland as it's called. Then we're going to do what to look forward to in 2022. We'll just put your Dolly down there. And as I expect a lot of you are probably new to the channel today, let me just explain a little bit about how we do readings on this channel. So we do use cards and we get lots of oracle cards. I like to fill up the mat with lots of different cards, but we also do charms and dice. So when we've gotten all of the cards, we put the charms and then the dice on top. It's like a multi-medium reading. So make sure you stick around to get your full reading. And I would love it as well if you could subscribe if you enjoy this video, because that means that you get notified whenever I release a new video, and it really helps out my channel as well. So Group 2, what to look forward to in the coming year. Okay, so we've got your tarot. So we've got the Page of Pentacles as your first card there. Then we have got the Five of Pentacles. Judgment. And the High Priestess. Okay, so 2 Pentacles cards and 2 Major Arcana cards. So we're getting Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn showing up so far in your reading. So it's an interesting message so far. I see with the Page of Pentacles that there's likely to be opportunities offered to you. So this could come in the form of a promotion, a scholarship if you're in education. It could be the opportunity to maybe take a sabbatical. It's just any sort of positive opportunity or maybe windfall coming your way. And it also is very good for your personal goals, your career, your finances, and for improved health generally. Then we've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this refers to an end to money worries or an end to a troubling health situation. So that fits well with your health improving potentially, or your finances improving. Judgment tells me that there is good karma coming your way, or that a difficult karmic situation is going to be resolved and wrapped up and put to rest in 2022. And it also is a possible big shift in your life. You might have a very important year in 2022. So Group 1's year was like extremely important, but you might also be someone who's having like quite a significant year in 2022. And the High Priestess, that's improved psychic ability. It's your spirituality making a great deal of progress. It's you becoming very, very confident in yourself and not needing to justify yourself to others or run your decisions by other people. You're just very confident in the choices you're making by yourself and very happy with those choices and decisions. Okay, so let's see what your oracle cards have to say. Okay, we've got number 12, replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew, create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon, so that's obviously a very positive message for those of you who have had a bit of a rough 2021. You know, you might have had a heartbreak, or you might have lost a loved one, or maybe you've had a tough time financially, or just your mental health or your physical health has deteriorated, and this is about regaining a sense of what was lost. So while you might not, you know, reconcile with someone who's left your life, or you might not be able to get back a loved one who has sadly passed away, you no longer feel such a void in your life, because something, maybe not the same shape as the hole that was made when they left your life, but something similarly shaped is now filling that hole. So for example, it's obviously more straightforward with job loss or financial issues or health issues, it's about recovering, but with relationships, it's about finding someone who is just as good as or better as the person who left your life. Or if it's a bereavement, it's coming to terms with that and not letting it dictate your life anymore. So with that in mind, we're now getting a message from the ancestors or passed over loved ones. So if you did lose a loved one recently, or if there's someone special in spirit that you're hoping to hear from, this could be a very personal message. For others, it may just be a message in general from your ancestors who you may not have known in this lifetime. They could be past life ancestors, or they could be ancestors who are very far back in your family history. So your ancestors or passed over loved ones say you are ready for a change of scenery, explore. Number 39, I really love the image there of the angel wing candle holder and sort of holding those wings in your hands. So you're ready for a change of scenery, explore. That is interesting, because in this picture we've got Alice sort of looking in the mirror at the White Queen. And that's obviously through the looking glass. She goes through the looking glass to a new place. And obviously Judgment is also a very massive shift. It's about going in a drastically different direction in your life. So there could be big changes happening. You could be moving house, or looking to maybe just get out and about more, or travel more, if that's been something you haven't been able to do for a while, like it has been for a lot of people, or maybe have a holiday that's long overdue. Bubbler crab, number 4, creativity. So using your creative powers, expressing yourself creatively. Maybe you want to do a creative hobby or learn a creative skill. Maybe you have a creative career, or you want to start one as a side business. Deception, the 7 of events. So this could be you overcoming deception or betrayal, or someone who let you down. It could be you finding out the answers if there has been something hidden from you, or lies being told. This is you gaining clarity and discovering what has actually gone on. That makes a lot of sense with the High Priestess, given that she's all about mystery and secrecy and knowing those secrets. We've got hidden motivations in the reverse, the 1 of intention. So this could be you just being very upfront about what you want and need and expect from others maybe in the upcoming year, but it could also be about you revealing someone's hidden motivations, given that we've got deception there. Gaining clarity about a situation that has been very much obscured or veiled. So your message from the masculine today is Aries, war. Aries is known as Mars in the Roman tradition, Aries in the Greek tradition. So war, that represents you putting an end to conflict, or you having victory in some kind of conflict or legal battle, or just sort of power struggle maybe. It could be at work, it could be in your personal life, but Judgment does suggest that legal battles will be awarded in your favor. So if that's something you're currently experiencing, you're likely to come out on top at this time. Really just feels like you've had to fight for yourself a lot recently, group 2, and now it's like I'm not justifying myself to anyone. I'm, just going to happily get along with my life and see new things and meet new people, and I'm just not going to get involved in that drama anymore. I'm putting that behind me. When you've got 2 messages from the feminine. So that was your message from the masculine. Your messages from the feminine are Hecate, magic, wow, and Gaia, connection to nature. Now I like that because that fits very well with go out and explore, time for a change of scenery. So it could just be literally you getting out more, going for walks, going for bike rides maybe, wandering, etc. Hecate, magic, she's extremely powerful, so this does feel to me like you are maybe casting spells or maybe just getting your power back in general, and you're not allowing anyone else to have that power over you anymore. No one's able to determine the course of your life anymore in 2022. You're reclaiming your energy field, your sovereignty, and your power. This is so sweet. Cherry on top, number 26. I love this card. So I'm going to read you the introduction from the guidebook, which I always do for Alana Fairchild's decks because her incredible wisdom is channeled from a higher source. It's beautiful, and she puts it much more eloquently than I ever could. So let's get the introduction to that card. Cherry on top. 26. You are so close to success, to the final attainment, to all your efforts coming together perfectly. All that remains for you to do now is one final step, one last choice, commitment, attitude, or action, and your success will be complete and sweet, sweeter than an ice cream sundae with a cherry on top. So that's a really, really sweet message, and that's basically just saying, look, you've gone so far already. You've come so far, you've pushed so hard, you've worked so hard, you've fought so much, because I can see that warrior energy within you, group 2, and it's just one last little push, or it's one final fight, or one last battle, one last decision to make, one final statement to make, and then it's mic drop and exit, and you've won. And you've got your success. So that is really nice. And I like how that fits so well with judgment, given that this is like a landslide situation, a real big shift in your life. Yes, new beginning. Love that card. So new beginnings. Does feel like you're consciously moving away from conflict and drama and other sort of low vibrational situations in 2022. You're like actively choosing to distance yourself from that energy because you don't want to be associated with it anymore. Wow, absolutely. Number 32, reiner Geist, pure spirit. You are this pure spirit. And you can see the golden calf up there as well. The sort of false idol. It's like you're refusing to worship people who don't deserve that attention. You're refusing to show your love to people who don't deserve it. You're refusing as well, I feel, to be a scapegoat. I'm hearing the message scapegoat as well. From now on in 2022, it's like you're going to be more discerning, and you're not giving your power away, but you're also not giving your love and devotion and attention and care and time to people who don't deserve that, or who don't show the same courtesy towards you. So firm boundaries and discernment. So then we've got at slip. Lær at give slip. I love that you've got that card because that means letting go, learn to let go. And that fits so well with new beginnings and this sense that I have of you moving on from stuff that is just not right for you anymore, from stuff that you don't want to be associated with anymore. There's a really nice feeling of a shift there as you let go. Yes. Wow, Zeit der Reinigung. Time to clean it up, or time for a clear out, time for a cleanse. in your life at this time. First quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. So I think that's a message of being kind to you and not becoming hardened by the experiences that you've had. So it's very easy when you've experienced trauma or pain and betrayal from others or deception to sort of harden your heart and start to wear heart armor and stop being that kind, loving person. But that would be such a waste in this world if you were to stop shining that light. So this is saying continue to be kind, but only to people who deserve it. I mean, you can give common courtesy to others, but don't show your true light and love and nurturing and devotion to people who don't deserve it or who don't give you the respect or who don't meet you halfway with that, you know. And be kind to yourself as well, of course. Ooh, few cards from this deck. So here we've got the interesting like lion scorpion figure. It might be a manticore, I think, who is guarding his treasure. And there's all of these little creatures that are sort of taking it away. And if you can see in the front, the foreground there, this little creature is wearing a crown. So he's like already taken the power and the sovereignty from this enormous beast. So it's like walking away with your dignity or walking away but having some reward or benefit from that, and they don't even realize that that's the case, and that's part of the joy. Like, they don't even realize that you're happy to walk away or that you have gained so much from this experience. That could also point towards there being a Leo that is sort of negatively impacting your life at this time. Okay, so then your next card from that deck is this little boy wearing a mortarboard, and there's equations on the wall behind him, and he's pushing these paper boats away, and there's a little teddy on one of them who looks a bit afraid. But it's kind of like you've learned now, and now you're ready to go out into the world. It's like this boy is saying, you know, I can't teach you anymore. It's time for you to make your way in the world and to do that by yourself. And obviously the mortarboard represents graduation, so it's like you graduating from this series of lessons and this time in your life. And then we've got this gorgeous well. But as you can see, these children are sat by this well, but they're looking down and they're seeing that actually it's not leading down into the earth, it's leading into the air. You can see there's clouds and there's sky down there, and no one would ever believe them probably if they said that. But it's like you having a portal to a new world, a new life, a new beginning. So all of that fits very nicely together. It's wonderful. It's like this shortcut or this portal or this new door opening up to you. So really love those cards. Okay, then we have wżuch I gotowe. And that means like whoosh and it's done. And it's got the 10 of diamonds down there, but that also kind of looks a bit like 100 if that means anything for you. So this is like the magician card in a sense. It's like you having the power to make statements or make decisions for yourself in your life which have sort of wondrous outcomes or implications. And it also obviously suggests suddenness. It's like wżuch I gotowe. It's like whoosh and it's done. Like you say this thing and that's it, you can walk away, or you make this decision and that's it, it's final, you can move on. There's no more thinking about it or agonizing over it or weighing up of options, it's just done, and you've got that freedom to then move forward. Wow, absolutely. And your angels say riskuj nové životní zkušenosti. Risk new life experiences. So literally it's like go out and give it a go out and do it. That's what's being said to you today. So we'll get your charms now on top, and then we'll do your dice as well. So let's get your charms. Okay, so we have got the snail. Okay, absolutely. So going slowly. just taking things at your own pace. Or I like how it's landed on deception because that's like a slow realization. You sort of gradually understanding the truth of a situation. We have got wintertime showing up down here with the snowflakes, so there could be this getting away with something, or moving away from a person with having received a lesson from that situation, maybe happening in wintertime. We have blossoming and beauty there with the flower. We've got the fortress, so obviously that's to do with defensiveness, like defending your right, defending your property, your right to exist. But also the fortress for me is typically about isolation, where you're shutting people out, or you're refusing to let people in, or let them know what you're doing, or let them into your private life. We've got a guardian angel working with you here, so you have a lot of angelic energy around you in the coming year. Trust and have faith. We have got the rocking horse. Now, this is really interesting because it's landing on that card at Giuslip, so learning to let go. And the rocking horse is about moving backwards and forwards and not really getting anywhere. So it's like a situation that's been going back and forth, and yet nothing has happened, no progress has been made, and it's like learning to let go of that. It can also, for some of you, refer to childhood situations. And we've got the blue heart, so sadness, feeling blue. It's like just having enough of that situation. Like, I don't want to carry it around anymore. It makes my heart unhappy to keep dealing with this. And it's like, I'm just finally leaving it behind. Okay, we've also got the letter T, which could refer to a person or a place or a word maybe. Doesn't have to begin with T, but as long as T is like a significant letter in that word. Then we've got Ganesha, so you have a patron deity showing up. Lord Ganesha is going to be working with you in 2022. Lord Ganesha is the deity of wisdom and healing in the Hindu religion, but he is also a god who can help move obstacles out of our way, which I think is one of the major ways that he would like to help you in the coming year. That's the vibe that I get from him showing up in this reading. So we'll move on to your dice now, group 2. Okay, so we're going to roll the third set of dice for you. Those are the mystery dice. Here they are. And we're rolling 6 of them for you. Okay. Aha, so we've got the DNA, so potential family issues or issues with the place that you come from. We've got documents, and also actually not only the documents, but we've got the papers. So there's like some kind of important documents that you're dealing with, or important communication. Maybe you're sending emails to like end a relationship, to go no contact with a family member or something. Maybe you are getting a contract for a new job, or you're getting a visa, or you're getting documents to purchase or rent a new home or sell a home, something like that. We've got the portcullis, which is very similar to the fortress charm that you received. So that's like a cross-medium message. The portcullis refers to shutting people out, protecting your space, protecting your energy and your privacy. So you might be doing a lot to make sure that certain people don't know things about your life or about what you're dealing with, or that you just don't want people knowing your business in general, or you don't want people around you, you know. We've got analysis with the microscope, understanding a situation, and kind of gaining insight again with the binoculars. It's almost like you've maybe been looking too deeply into a situation, the fact that you've got both of them. And it's been, I think it's to do with this whole situation with the back and forth, and it's upsetting me. That situation where it's like, I've been trying to make sense of it for so long. I've been trying to make sense of this person, their behavior. I've been trying to understand the situation for so long, and it's now I can't deal with it anymore. Like, enough, done. I don't have the energy. I don't care anymore. I'm not interested. I'm leaving it behind. That's the vibe that I get from those 2 dice. So that's what I'm seeing in your reading today, group 2. Lots of very interesting energies coming in and lots of things to look forward to. Real sense of just moving on and being free. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please do head over to Lindsay's video on White Rose Guidance if you haven't already seen it. Head to the description box or the comments section to see the link to her video. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of this reading, whether it resonated with you, because I would love to hear from you. And please like, share and subscribe as well if you did enjoy the video. That really helps me out and my channel, and it also is a way of showing appreciation for the work that I do. And if you are very interested in what I do here on the channel and you would like to get more involved, then check out my description box or my comment in the comments section. They're always full of links. So you can head over to my Etsy page to book a private reading or a healing session with me, or get information about your guardian angel. I would love it if you would head over to Patreon and consider becoming a patron. Over there you can get access to exclusive content like extra picker cards, giveaways and healing sessions and things that I do in return for supporting the channel on a more regular basis. You can follow me on Instagram for daily oracle cards. If you'd like to send a new deck or set of dice to the channel, then check out my wish lists that are posted below. Those are for just little gifts if you want to send me a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, because I've got a birthday coming up in January. I also have a PayPal link for tips and donations to support me in the work that I do, and those help me to keep making these videos. And if you would like to get 10% off beautiful handmade crystal jewelry, then head over to Modern Day Manifestations. The link is in the description to validate the discount code, which is Violet. So if you click the link in the description or the comments section, then use code Violet at checkout, you'll get 10% off, provided that it's your first order from their website, and they offer free international shipping, and their jewelry is absolutely gorgeous. So I completely recommend them. And yeah, they're very kindly giving us that discount over here on Violet Stream Tarot. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Group 2, have a lovely rest of your day, and of course a wonderful 2022. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Hey there, group 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the cute red Dolly and the Tarot of the Gnomes, we'll just put her there, then this is going to be a reading, so we'll see what you can look forward to in 2022. So because I'm sure that some of you will be new to the channel today, let me just explain how we do readings on this channel. So we do cards, start off with the tarot, and then we get lots and lots of oracle cards to fill the mat, and then we do charms and dice on top. So we don't just do cards here, so make sure that you stick around and get your full reading. It's a multi-medium reading, and it's just really fun, and I really enjoy doing it that way. I would love it if you could subscribe as well if you haven't already, if you enjoy this video. So group 3. Okay, so we've got your tarot. So we have Восьмерка чаш, the 8 of Cups, and it says общественная жизнь, public life. Then we have Rycár čаш, the Knight of Cups, and it says обольщение, seduction. Влюбленные, the lovers. And Девятка čаш, the 9 of Cups, and it says пьянство, drunkenness. So there's clearly a lot of love to look forward to in 2022, group 3. So I'm seeing Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces showing up in your reading so far. We may get some more as we go through the reading. So firstly, with the 8 of Cups, общественная жизнь, public life, it's like you're feeling more comfortable just existing and being who you are and taking up space in the world. It's like you have found your passion maybe in 2022. Like the 8 of Cups kind of suggests to me that you are making choices that are right for you in 2022. You're moving away from what you know doesn't feel good or what you know isn't fulfilling you, and you're choosing the right things for you. The Knight of Cups is obviously about romance and feeling drawn towards people and improving your relationships, but obviously here it says обольщение down the bottom, which means seduction. So it could be a new relationship if you're not currently in one. Could be drawn to a new person. You could have a lovely new dating relationship. If you're in a relationship, it could just be that your closeness deepens. There's greater intimacy. There's greater passion in the connection. Maybe even more commitment, because we've got влюбленные, the lovers as well. And the 9 of Cups. So drunkenness to me is just kind of like enjoying life. I mean, obviously I don't advocate drunkenness at all. I don't personally drink alcohol at all. But pijanstwo, the drunkenness here to me, it's more just like enjoying what life has to offer, and it's like eating and drinking, and it's taking like living in the moment basically. And obviously the Nine of Cups is about fulfillment, so there could be wish fulfillment in 2022 for you. You could have a wish granted, or it could just be a time when you're really very content. Like, I get the feeling from these cards that it's possible you could be more content in 2022 maybe than you've ever been before in your life. So very positive messages. We'll move on to your oracle cards. Number 8, keeping it in check. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. Now that is interesting, and that would actually fit well with drunkenness in a different way. Like, you're gaining clarity, you're not muddled anymore or confused. You're not in that sort of drunken mindset where you feel like you're stumbling through life and you're uncertain of the path ahead of you. It's like gaining clarity. And that fits well with the Eight of Cups as well. Like, you know that you're making the wrong decision, so you stop and you think and you reevaluate, or you get the feeling that this isn't what you want to be doing anymore, so you pull away from it. So I think it's all about making the choices that fit well for your heart and your highest good in 2022. Okay, so then we've got a message from your ancestors or your passed over loved ones. So for some of you who have a loved one that you're hoping to hear from in spirit, then this could be a very personal message, or it could just be from your ancestors in general. They could be people you've never met in your lifetime, you know, past life ancestors or ancestors from very far back in your family history. And these ancestors or passed over loved ones say, we support you as you cleanse and clear both inside and out. Number 34. Okay, so that is very interesting because, as I said, the Eight of Cups is about leaving behind what doesn't feel right for you anymore. So maybe you have lived a life of excess. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong in enjoying what life has to offer, and I do see you doing that in 2022, just enjoying the small things and the small moments. But possibly there's a habit you want to break. Maybe you want to drink less or stop altogether. Maybe you want to stop smoking. Maybe you want to eat more healthily, exercise every day, be more mindful in your day-to-day life. Just small changes or really big habits that you want to break. Cleanse and clearing, maybe it's to do with also clearing out your home space, your living space, so that you feel more comfortable. Actually, my eyes were just drawn to the общественная жизнь, public life card there. And I just got a channeled message for someone. It might not be for everyone. It might only be for one or two people, that you feel ashamed about bringing people to your home currently because it's untidy or it's not very well kept, or maybe it needs updating in some areas. And in 2022, you're not going to feel like that anymore. You're going to have a home that you can be proud of and that you can happily bring people back to, or point out and being like, oh, that's my one, I live there. So that's a really nice channeled message. We have number 33, starfish, symbols. So for me, the starfish is a symbol of healing, and I have quite a few starfish charms in the charm tin that represent healing and recovering what's lost, because starfish grow back their limbs if they lose them. But obviously it can just be symbols in general, like you being pulled down a certain path or shown the right decisions to make. I really get the feeling that in 2022 you're pulling away from something that you feel isn't fulfilling you anymore, or you are stopped from making the wrong decision. Like, before you make it, before you finalize it, it's like, oh my goodness, no, this is not for me. You suddenly get that gut feeling, or you get that omen that tells you, no, this is not the choice for you, and it steers you onto the correct path. So we've got courage landing in the reverse there, the one of energy. Maybe you haven't felt very confident or courageous. So in 2022, bravery comes to you and you're able to stare down the future or bravely stand by your choices. Deserving. Wow, the Six of Consciousness. That's a lovely card. Knowing that you are deserving of all the beautiful things that life has to offer. Look how this woman is smelling this flower, and it's just symbolic of really enjoying those small moments in life and those small blessings and miracles in our everyday life. That's what I see you doing. That's where the Nine of Cups comes in. So let's get a message from the masculine and feminine now for you. So your message from the masculine is Garuda, travel. So there could be the opportunity to travel or maybe relocate in 2022. Maybe you feel prouder of your home because you've moved and it's a nicer place or a nicer area, or just the home is nicer in general. But yes, the opportunity to travel for some of you. Could be an inner journey as well, where you're shifting inside from a place of lack to a place of abundance, or from a place of muddledness to clarity, or to a place of gratitude maybe. And your message from the feminine is Sekhmet, healing. Wow. So that could be Leo's energy coming through as well, if that resonates with you. And obviously healing fits with our starfish symbol, but the strength and power of Sekhmet fits with the courage message as well. You gaining courage and confidence. And that's all part of your healing journey in 2022. It's not just you not feeling ruled by trauma or feelings of pain anymore. It's also about your increased confidence. And obviously that could be physical healing as well, if you have a health concern or if you have an injury. Ooh, 2 cards. So here we have nature. That's really nice. So getting out into nature. Maybe signs and symbols in nature. And I am balance. Getting into balance again. And I think that fits nicely with the 9 of Cups, in the sense of you maybe enjoying the things of life, but not too much, doing it in moderation. Or if that message about breaking a habit resonated with you, or just trying to instill more healthful habits into your life. I am balance also fits well with the Lovers, I think. Ooh, 2 cards from this beautiful deck. We've got number 14, Duke of Shadows. And number 6, beautiful Princess Victorious. Okay, so I'm going to read you the introductions to the guidebook entries for both of those cards. It's an Alana Fairchild deck, so I always like to read the guidebook entries because of her beautiful channeled wisdom, which puts it much more eloquently than I could when explaining the cards. So Duke of Shadows says, "Cunningly clever am I, helping you discern the truth from the lie. I remind you that half-truths may seem to be whole, yet in the shadows is information yet to be known. When the time is right, the light shall be bright, and confusion will give way to understanding." So there's that sense of clarity again, or being stopped from making the wrong choice because suddenly you've got all of the information or all of the answers. From moving out of a sense of muddledness or confusion, or not being certain of what your next move should be or where your life path is going, into a state of clarity and knowledge. So Princess Victorious, beautiful card. Really powerful card. You can see it says loser tattooed on her finger. So Princess Victorious says, "You are being asked to be a big picture person for the moment. Sometimes immediate gratification has to give way for a grander scheme unfolding, which will ultimately lead you to far greater and more meaningful success. What seems to be a delay, obstacle, loss, or even failure now is a twist in the plot of your life, necessary for your gracious destiny to unfold according to a higher plan." So basically when we get that card, it's saying, okay, you might have lost the battle, but you're not going to win the war. This might be a setback right now, or a delay, or seemingly a failure or loss in some way, but ultimately there's going to be a positive resolution. So I really like that card. So here we've got påfuglen, hæv dine standarder. So that means peacock, have your standards. So, you know, set your standards, set your boundaries, your deal breakers, etc. Don't lower yourself because you are deserving. If we go back to that beautiful card, it's don't lower yourself to any less than you deserve. Don't accept anything less than what you deserve. So there's a lovely realization in 2022 that you're deserving of more. The peacock is the symbol of Hera or Juno, the Greek and Roman goddess of women and marriage and equality and child rearing or childbirth. There are probably other deities that have the peacock as their symbol, but she's the one who comes to mind for me. Okay. Oh, group 2 got this card. So this is Zeit der Reinigung. Time for a clear out or time to clear up. And I love that given the message that you had from your ancestors, which was, will help you to cleanse and clear. So yeah, it's definitely a time where you are getting rid of what you no longer need. And that can be literal clutter in your house, or it can be extra weight that you're losing, or it can be things in your life that you're pulling away from. Ekstase. Wow, number 19, ecstasy. So definitely in the sense of love and connections, there's very powerful energy. You're also getting number 5, das Licht. So there is a spiritual aspect to this as well. You're shining your light, or you're shining light into an area of shadows. We got Duke of Shadows, which to me is sort of symbolic of clarity coming after a time of confusion or uncertainty. Ooh, a couple of cards here. So last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. So Scorpio showing up again there. And then last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. So attend to the details, you know, it's sort of like get things done on a small scale. Be aware of what needs to be done. Reveal what needs to be seen is interesting. Sort of goes back to the clarity out of confusion again. Becoming aware of your feelings or not being afraid to express them. This kind of makes me think take care of the pennies and the pounds will take care of themselves. Can't speak all of a sudden. It's like when you take care of the small things, the bigger things sort of naturally work out for themselves because you're doing everything that, you know, is connected to them. So that's just a saying that we have in Britain that means, you know, if you save the pennies, the smaller money, then the pounds will, you know, come as part of that, basically. Ooh, interesting. So here you've got someone who is riding out of the green space and into this very wintry landscape. You can see he's crossing a bridge and he's on a horse and carriage. So to me, this is something that fits very well with your courage message. It's like you're going towards something that maybe at first doesn't seem like it would be the logically right choice. And this is where I think the whole thing comes in with you being stopped at the last minute or being stopped just in general for making the wrong choice, because it feels like you're kind of choosing with your head at first. You're like, okay, this is logically the right choice because it's sort of on paper it looks better, but then your intuition kicks in and goes, no, this is the better option. And it doesn't seem like it's the better option. Like, you know, you might be a bit like, really, intuition, are you sure? Are you sure you want us to go to that, you know, cold wintry landscape when we could be here in the nice green grass? And they're like, yeah. Because maybe there's something incredible to be discovered there. So it's that courage again, and it's this, it might seem like a loss or it might seem like a failure, but ultimately it wins you the war. So all of that is super interesting, group 3. So this one fell on the floor, but it says Vzryvaj пространство, which means like explode into space. And it is the 5 of circles, but that also looks like 50. So if that has any meaning for you, take it. Explode into space just to me feels like not being afraid or ashamed to take up space, being happy and not justifying your existence or your right to be there. Overcoming imposter syndrome, if that's something you struggle with. Ooh. And then a few messages from the angels. We've got Dovol se přijímat, allow yourself to receive. Oplýváš talenty, proměň je ve zlato. You have plenty of talents, turn them into gold. There's that sort of pound coin there. Buď na sebe hodný, be good to yourself. Really sweet. And nevzdávej se naděje. Don't give up hope. So really lovely messages from the angels there. It feels like for a while in 2022 you're going to have to be your own best friend, and you're going to be the person that you have to rely on for support to get you through these tough times. But ultimately it's like, you know, when that snow melts, it's a beautiful, breathtaking space. Or it's like when you get beyond that mountain in the distance there, you arrive at the most incredible place. And that's what I feel is coming up for you in 2022. Like, it might not be the easiest ride because you might be doubting yourself, like, is this really the right choice for me? But ultimately it's an incredible decision, and you should be kind to yourself. And definitely there's a lot there about getting into nature and stuff, which is nice, and clearing out your space. So we'll get your charms and dice on top now as well, group 3. See what they can tell us. Okay, so we have got the chicken, and the chicken is a zodiac marker for anyone born in the Chinese year of the rooster, so someone having that zodiac sign. That could be you or someone important to you in 2022. It also refers to being henpecked though, so it can refer to an overbearing woman in your life. Could be a mother figure, it could be a sibling or just a friend who's sort of overbearing and dictates things to you or gets too involved in your life, and it's having the courage to pull back from that, or to stand your ground and not give in to that person. We've got that travel and adventure symbolism there again with the pirate ship. So definite opportunities to travel for a lot of you. We've got growth. We've got the shell, which is a symbol of Lady Aphrodite or Venus, Greek and Roman goddess of beauty and love, but also any other sort of sea deity or deities that use shells as symbols. So it could be, for example, goddess Amphitrite, it could be Lord Mannanon, Maclea, it could be Lord Poseidon, for example. Feel where you're drawn there as to which patron deity is coming out there. Then we have got, what's this? Oh, it's the Tree of Life. Yes, so growth, again, stability, nourishment, nurturing yourself, being very stable and secure. We've got the worry thread, worry or anxiety. We've also got past life relationship showing up there. Okay, so there is a situation where you may be dealing with a soulmate or a karmic partner, and it's bringing up a lot of deep emotions because it's drawing from past life experiences, which can be painful or confusing, given that you don't usually consciously remember them in each lifetime. We've got the dragonfly, which is a good luck symbol, and it's also a symbol of the fire elementals being around you. We've got the hand of Fatima protecting you there, protection from a higher source. We've got the downturned horseshoe, which suggests that you feel like you've had a run of bad luck. And that's landing on the Duke of Shadows. So again, it's like coming out of the shadows and into the clarity or into the light. The blue heart, sadness, feeling blue. And awakening with the alarm clock there. So it's like you realize all of a sudden what you can do about those feelings, how you can change that feeling of sadness or that feeling of melancholy or even a sort of a maudlin nature where you're really dwelling on things and making it worse for yourself. You're kind of seeing how you can move beyond that and be happier. So we'll do your dice now as well. Oh, actually, there's the little Russian doll there. I didn't quite see that. The Russian doll is a sort of marker or symbol of anyone who has a connection to Russia. Maybe someone important in your life with a Russian name, for example, or surname. They don't have to be Russian, but it could just be that they're called Victor or something like that, or Anna. They could be from Russia or speak Russian, from a country that speaks Russian, or they could have business dealings there. But it's also a symbol of bottling up your emotions and painting on a pretty face, and it's just reminding you that that's not something that you need to do anymore. You don't have to pretend that it's okay if it's not. You know, there's that reveal what needs to be seen message. So let's get your dice on top. So we are rolling the 7th set of dice for you. These are a relatively new set that I haven't used very much. These are the Harry Potter dice. So let's see the dice. There they are. Okay, that's a 0, so I'm going to roll again. Whenever I get a 0 or a 1, I roll again. Okay, we're rolling 6 dice for you. Okay. Interesting. So, look at what we've got here. We've got the portcullis. Okay, the portcullis is about, you know, shutting people out or protecting your space, guarding your need for privacy or guarding your boundaries and having that very clear, which we have seen in your reading about having your standards. We've got Hagrid there, a helpful person or a good friend who can be there for you in your time of need, or who can give you some advice or some support, some information that you need. We've got the Ace of Swords, clarity, defensiveness. That must be Godric Gryffindor's sword. So many messages about clarity after a time of confusion that I just feel like I'm repeating myself a lot here. We've got the Golden Snitch, ambition, finding what you seek, going after your goals and hopefully grabbing them with both hands. We've got the person who looks like they've been knocked down, the person who looks like they've been hit or shot for some reason. So it can be that you start out the year maybe feeling flat or feeling sort of on the floor emotionally or energetically. Or it could be that this is, given that it's landing on reveal what needs to be seen, that this is a message about when you feel so low, don't hide that. Don't try to hide that or pretend that that's not the case. Like, ask for help or tell people how you're feeling. Don't, you know, hide it or keep it to yourself out of shame or fear of rejection. Let people know that you're struggling or that you don't have time for anything else, or you need some help with this because you just haven't got the bandwidth to manage everything. And then your final dice is the crystal ball. So again, it's like that clarity, and it's obviously divination and psychic ability and maybe spiritual progress as well, but it's clarity. It's seeing through the mist to the answer and getting that understanding of what you need to do and what your next step should be. So that's what I'm seeing in your reading today, Group 3. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please do go and check out Lindsay's video on White Rose Guidance if you haven't already. The link is in the description and in the comments section. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. I'd love to hear from you, and obviously if both readings on both channels resonated, then I'd love to hear that, or if there's some interesting crossover, that would be really, really interesting for me to hear. So do come back if you're heading over to White Rose Guidance to let me know if you get any double messages or resonating messages there. Please do like, share and subscribe as well if you enjoyed this video. That really helps me to get seen more on YouTube and helps me to get these messages to as many people as possible. And if you're interested in what I do here on the channel and you'd like to get more involved in my work, then check out the description box and the comment that I post in the comment section below, because they are always full of links. So you can head over to my Etsy page to book a private reading with me or a healing session, or to get information about your guardian angel. You can follow me on Instagram for daily oracle cards. I would love it if you would head over to Patreon and consider becoming a patron. Over there you get access to exclusive content like extra picker cards and giveaways and other things that I do in exchange for more regular support of the channel. If you'd like to send me a new deck or a new set of dice, then I have 2 wish lists linked below. If you'd like to get me a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, I've got a birthday coming up in January. I also have a PayPal link for tips and donations, which support me in the work that I do and help me to keep making these videos. And if you would like to get 10% off beautiful handmade crystal jewelry, then head over to Modern Day Manifestations in the link below to get that discount. The link below, if you go through that link, then that will validate the discount code. The discount code is Violet, which you should use at checkout. They offer free international shipping. And that 10% discount they are very kindly offering for all Violet Stream Tarot viewers who are placing a first-time order of their beautiful, beautiful bracelets. So thank you, Modern Day Manifestations. Thank you, Lindsay, for agreeing to do this video with me. And thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely rest of your day and a wonderful 2022. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Hi there, group 4. If you chose the cute little white Dolly and the Sun and Moon Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So we are going to be taking a look at what you can look forward to in 2022. And as I'm expecting a few of you will be first-time viewers on this channel today, let me just explain how we do readings here. So I like to get a few tarot to start off the reading, a few tarot cards, and then we will fill the mat with oracle cards. And then after that, I put charms and dice on top. So we don't just do cards, we do charms and dice as well. It's a multi-medium reading, and I just think it's really fun and really interesting. So I would love it if you could subscribe if you haven't already, group 4, and that means that you'll get notified whenever I release a video so that you never miss an upload, and it also helps my channel as well. So let's see what's coming up for you in 2022, what you can look forward to. Okay, so we have got the 10 of Pentacles, wealth. We've got the Prince of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. We have got the Tower. And the 6 of Wands, victory. Okay, so it's like, there's a few things coming up. I can see that you're recovering from a time of massive change. 2021 might have brought about a lot of change for you, or maybe the early days of 2022 brings about a lot of change. And so you can look forward to basically the dust settling and you starting a new life or seeing things from a new perspective. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are showing up so far in the reading, and we might get more as we go through the reading. Obviously, wealth is coming into it, so I have to comment on that. We could be getting improved finances in 2022, group 4. Also, that's a very good card for health as well, and enjoying time with your loved ones, spending time with family, or starting a family, or expanding your family, etc. The Knight of Pentacles also is about progress towards your goals at your own pace. And just like the 10 of Pentacles, it's very positive for your health and finances and your career as well. And 6 of Wands, I mean, this can represent promotions, it can represent victories in your personal goals, your achievements, feeling in control of your life again, and just feeling like you have kind of got on the horse after that Tower situation took some of the control out of your hands for a time. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing from your tarot. We will get plenty of messages from your oracle cards now. So let's start out with a message from your ancestors or your loved ones in spirit, group 4. Some of you might be hoping to hear from a particular loved one who's passed over. And so it might be quite a personal message, or it could be from your ancestors that you haven't met in this lifetime, so past life ancestors or ancestors that are very far back in your family history. Okay. There's actually a few cards there, but we'll take them all. Let's see what your ancestors have to say, or your passed over loved ones. We have trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you, number 16. That's a nice message. Go out and plant your life seeds. Plant new life seeds. Sow for your future, number 23. That fits very well with the 10 of Pentacles if that's a message about literal life seeds, like actually having children, or maybe there might be a new baby in your family or your friendship circle that brings you a lot of joy. And we do have as well, seek professional help if you need to. All will be well, number 18. So for those of you that have struggled maybe with your health mental, emotional, physical, or those of you that have struggled with the lack of control brought about by the Tower, then seeking professional help will bring you a lot of ease in the new year. And maybe this is to do with actual like long-term issues or deep-seated issues like trauma, or childhood neglect or anything like that. We're not going to delve into that or pry into that in this reading, but that's just something that you could explore that would bring positive benefit to you in the new year. So, looking forward to a healed and healthy new you, group 4. Okay, so then we've got number 31, mutually beneficial venture. There is an extraordinary connection at the forefront of your life at this moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit yourself and everyone concerned. Okay, so relationships that can offer support or advice, or maybe even relationships that can help you to, for example, further your career, or to progress in your personal goals. You know, sometimes it's easier, for example, to lose weight if you have someone who's doing the same and you're holding each other accountable. Mangroves, number 15, innovation. So new ideas, new opportunities, seeing things very differently. And number 11, giant clam, harmony. Wow. So coming back into balance and harmony. It is just like literally the Tower followed by the 6 of Wands to me is really regaining your equilibrium and feeling like I'm back on my horse now. I was knocked down for a time, things changed, you know, I've looked around, the battle's slightly different now, but I'm back on my horse and I can start making decisions again. Okay, wow, so we've got dark thoughts in the reverse, the 3 of consciousness, so that really fits well with that professional help message, as does fragmented energy. You know, that's the 6 of energy there, it's in the reverse, so these are about overcoming these things. And with, what was it, harmony, you know, that fits with fragmented energy. As you can see, it's like a jigsaw piece that's missing from your energy field. It's putting that back in, finding it, reclaiming it, and becoming whole again. So conquering dark thoughts or trauma, even if it's not like, you know, really dark, terrible thoughts, it can just literally be like you're down on yourself a lot, or you don't believe in yourself, or you don't maybe speak positively about yourself or about your goals. You always self-deprecate, or you always put yourself down in front of others. Let's get a message from the masculine and feminine now. Wow, so your message from the masculine is Thoth, wisdom. Okay, so lots of wisdom coming to you in 2022, lots of new ideas, as I said before, lots of clarity, I feel, and the wisdom of experience, definitely as well, but I think that you're learning a lot, probably academically as well, or in training, in the training and qualification sense in the new year. And your message from the feminine is beautiful Kuan Yin, compassion. So showing yourself some compassion, group 4, and love, showing that love to yourself, but also I feel receiving it from others as well. It's really nice, beautiful Kuan Yin and Lord Thoth. Wow. Then you've got Supernova, number 8. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. I'm actually going to read the guidebook introduction for you. It's an Alana Fairchild deck, and I always like to read her guidebook introductions because she channels that language beautifully and expresses the meaning of the card a lot more eloquently than I could. So Supernova, number 8, says, something in you needs to be unleashed. This is not quiet and steady growth, but more like a wild explosion of creative energy and sacred fire. The sparks your rapid growth will create shall ignite your body, mind, and soul, inspiring you to expand even beyond what you believe is possible. Your light will shine far and wide. You cannot control it, but you can trust it. So that's really, really beautiful, that you have so much to offer and so much to share. A lot of expansion happening for you in the new year. I like the creativity because it goes so well with innovation. And the sense of you sowing seeds for your future. Wings of Light. Wow, that is a beautiful card, especially for those of you that have been struggling with your mental health or who have experienced trauma. Because the Wings of Light card is about being sent love, basically, from the angelic realm and being sent healing. I might even read you some of the guidebook there, actually, because it's such a lovely, lovely card. So this says, the universe has felt your sadness, and this healing card has shown up in your reading today to help you. A beautiful angel full of light and love stands before you. She wants you to know that you are dearly loved, more than you can possibly ever imagine. And even though you feel lonely at times, know that you are never truly alone. Close your eyes right now and you will feel your angel's divine presence. Place your hands across your heart and imagine a multicolored stream of light flowing through you. Breathe in this soothing and healing light which consists of pure and unconditional love. Feel the light caress your face as your entire body relaxes and fills with light. You will receive a positive sign in the next few days that will leave you with no doubt that your angel and this healing are real. So it's like you have a lot of angelic help with your healing and your personal progress in the new year. So I'm really wondering, group 4, if you do have like some real extensive healing that you're planning to undertake in the new year, whether you do have unhealed trauma that you're looking to a professional for help for, or if you have a health condition or an injury that you are engaging with professionals to heal and overcome, because it really seems like quite a deep thing that you're dealing with. And this healing just seems to really set you free and leave you feeling whole. I just keep wanting to say whole. We've got der Götze der Unabhängigkeit, number 56, the idol of independence. So independence in the negative sense of like pushing people away and not accepting help. So when we get that coming out in this kind of reading where we're talking about what we're looking forward to, it's that you are overcoming the idol of independence. You're learning the difference between being independent and being stubborn or a martyr or someone who won't accept or ask for help when they need it, and therefore spreads themselves too thinly or takes on other people's work or takes responsibility for other people and then resents them for it or becomes exhausted. You know, it's overcoming those things and learning what the right balance is for you between asking for help and getting on with things by yourself. So here we have Mirakelenglen, Oben det hjerte og forvent et mirakel. So that's a really, really sweet card. It says, Miracle Angel, open your heart and expect a miracle. Love that card. I love the imagery and I love the colors of it as well. So yeah, there is a lot of angelic energy surrounding you clearly in the new year. Pile 4, there's a lot of angelic energy trying to help you and sort of lift some of the burden and help you in your healing process so that it doesn't unsettle you. Obviously, when you're dealing with a healing process, you're often bringing back things that you've filed away in your mind, and that can be scary or difficult to deal with. So what the angels are doing is not only helping you with the healing, but they're helping you to remain present and stable without wanting to run away when you think about those things or when they're brought back up for discussion or for healing. But I also love that a miracle is coming your way. You have achte auch das Kleine. Alles im Leben hat die Bedeutung, die du bereit bist, ihm zu geben. So there's a cute image there of a little tiny baby gnome or baby elf. And this means pay attention also to the little things. Everything in life has a meaning, or the meaning that you're prepared to give to it or assign to it. So what that basically means is that, you know, there's lots of symbols around us, there's lots of signs around us, there's lots of small things that we can enjoy in our daily life, but if you're not prepared to assign any meaning or importance to it, then it's very easy to just discount it and decide, you know, there's nothing good in my life right now, or there's nothing that I can enjoy today. But when we look back and we give gratitude at the end of our day, we realize actually there's lots of things that we're grateful for, lots of things that we can enjoy that when built up together make a bigger picture of gratitude. So I think that's just a message there of being aware of the small things. And I also love the symbolism of the baby, because you got the symbolism of the baby here with the little cherub angel. So some of you could be having a baby next year, or there might be a baby, as I said before, entering your family or your friendship circle, or it's just symbolic of you as a baby taking your first steps into the world now. This sort of rebirth, and how spirit and your spiritual team and patron deities and the angels see you as this baby, and they want to hold your hand and help you because they cherish you and your innocence. Full moon in Libra, find a balance. So there's that message about harmony again. So you're going to come more into balance. As I said, I just keep wanting to say wholeness. You're going to come into wholeness in 2022. You're not going to feel fragmented or disjointed or weird or wrong anymore. Aha, there's an angel image again, and it's a cherub. Why, we keep getting these babies and these angels in your reading. So we have this angel who is kind of defending his cloud and his halo from these devils, and that's how I see this. Like, the angel is, I'm sure, more than capable of maintaining this balance over these pesky little devils, and that's how I'm seeing your reading right now, is that like throughout this year you're going to maintain balance despite what you might have to think about or deal with, or what gets thrown at you. You know, if you are going on a healing journey, that means bringing things up to deal with them so that they can be successfully laid to rest. And so it's like fighting off any attempts to throw you off your path or to knock your resolve, you know. And the angels being right there with you, helping you to battle your demons and your devils and to placate them. We have Poterialis Felistiach, Lost in the Leaves. That is the 8 of Circles, or number 80. It looks like 80, but it is the 8 of Circles. So either of those things can be taken if you have an understanding or a meaning for that. As you can see, there's this cute little creature there in the leaves. And it's about feeling left behind, or feeling like life has sort of moved on without you. So it's, like I said, that tower moment where you've gotten knocked off your horse, and in the time it's taken you to get back onto the horse, things have changed on the battleground, things have shifted, and you need to get back up to speed with what's going on. And so it feels like for you, maybe just as a result of these past couple of years where it's been, you know, very crazy and people haven't really known what to do, you've felt like you've been left behind, or like you've been knocked off your momentum, and like you haven't gotten to the point in your life that you should have gotten to by now, like if things had just carried on as normal, or you feel like other people are getting on really well in their lives and you've been left behind. And so 2022 is about you reclaiming your power and dusting off those leaves and getting up and taking action. Cute. Then we have Čerpej ze své vnitřní moudrosti. Okay, draw from your inner wisdom. So the angels are asking you to pay attention to what your life lessons have taught you. And obviously we've got Thoth wisdom coming out, so there's so much here about what you've experienced. I feel like in many ways you've had to overcome a lot more hurdles than the average person in your life, group 4, and that this is a really intense lifetime of accelerated spiritual growth and progression. And so you've been dealing with a lot of karma, you've been dealing with a lot of spiritual tests and a lot of, past life relationships and things. And this is a time of you growing. So we're going to move on to your charms and dice now to get you your extra messages, group 4. Ooh. Sorry, I've just knocked my microphone. I'll just pull that back up. Okay. So let's get your charms first. Okay, this is already crazy because you've got a guardian angel showing up and you've also got an angel feather wrapped around the worry thread. So, angels are helping you so strongly in this coming year with your worries, with your anxieties, with all areas of your life. This one's landing on that thing about paying attention to the little things and assigning that a deal of importance in your life. We have got fearless, okay, overcoming your fears, being a warrior. We've got magic, fairy energy, air elemental energy showing up. I love football, doing the things you enjoy, your hobbies, your passions, things that really make you excited. We've got love, landing on that Quenyan compassion card. We have anxiety about timing, so I think this harks back to the Poterialas v Listiach card about feeling as though you aren't where you would want to be yet. This point in your life, you would have thought that your life would be different to how it is now, and you feel like the past couple of years maybe you've lost your momentum or you've been knocked off the horse, so to speak. So that could be what that's about. It could be anxiety about timing, as in like, I want something to happen more quickly, I want something to be over with more quickly, etc. Or you feel like I've not got enough time to do this or that. Take that how that resonates with you. We've also got a dragonfly here, which is a good luck symbol and a symbol of fire elemental energy. So you've got air and fire showing up, and beauty and blossoming, recognizing your worth and your beauty. I just can't get over how many angel images you've gotten in your reading, and the babies as well. I just think that's so sweet. So we'll do your dice now as well for your final messages. Okay, we're rolling the first set of dice. Those are the fantasy dice. These ones. And we're rolling 2 of them for you. Okay, so not loads, but I always do the pre-roll because I don't want to roll all 9 dice if only 2 of them have a message for you, because then you'll end up with 7 dice that are confusing or contradicting each other, or just not helpful. So okay, so we've got creativity with the pen and ink. That's also about writing, so getting your feelings out through writing or expressing yourself creatively in that sense. Inspiration is also reflected there. And then we've got the deep forest. As you can see, there's like a path leading into the forest there, and it's very tightly packed. And when I get this, I just think of not being able to see the woods for the trees. It's a very dark, confusing space. You can't quite see where you're headed, but you're going to come out the other side and it's going to be wonderful. And that period in the forest is going to be a very transformational time. If you think in folk tales and the subconscious in general, forests are often used to express a transitional period when we go through the forest. Like Little Red Riding Hood, for example, we have a transitional phase where we come out the other side more grown up, or we come out the other side having learned something important. So they're a place where magical things happen in privacy and in secret. So that's what I'm seeing in your reading here today. Group 4, an awful lot of healing in 2022 and a feeling of wholeness and balance and harmony coming back to you. Lots of creativity, angels absolutely surrounding you, and some connection to babies or maybe a rebirth or new ideas, new beginnings in your life. So I really hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. I would love to hear from you. Please do like, share and subscribe as well if you enjoyed this video. That really helps out my channel and is a nice way to show your appreciation. Please do head over to Lindsay's video if you haven't already seen it. Go to White Rose Guidance. The link to that video is down below. And do check out my description box and the comment that I post in the comments section if you are interested in the work that I do here and me as a person. You can head over to Instagram and follow me for daily oracle cards. You can check out my Etsy page for private readings or healing sessions or to get information about your guardian angel. I would love it if you would head over to Patreon and consider becoming a patron. Over there you can get access to exclusive content like extra picker cards, giveaways, healing sessions and other things that I do in exchange for more regularly supporting the channel. If you would like to send me a gift of a new deck or a new set of dice, then head over to my wish lists. They are linked below. If you'd like to get me a late Christmas gift or a birthday gift, I have a birthday coming up in January, that's the place to do it. I also have my PayPal link for tips and donations, which support me in the work that I do and help me to keep making these videos. Any amount is greatly appreciated with love. And if you would like to get 10% off beautiful handmade crystal jewelry, head over to Modern Day Manifestations. They are very kindly offering 10% off for all Violet Stream Tarot viewers on their first order, and they offer free international shipping worldwide. So if you click on the link in the description or in the comments section, that will validate the discount code, which you can then apply at checkout. The discount code is Violet, so make sure that you use the link below to enjoy that discount. And their bracelets and jewelry are absolutely beautiful, so I completely recommend them. Thank you so much for watching today, Group 4. Have a lovely rest of your day and, of course, a wonderful 2022. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.